Our message is, it doesn't matter how broken you are. It doesn't matter how bad you've sinned. It doesn't matter what you've done in your life. Nothing is impossible with God. If God can change the North Korean ruler, he can change you. You go, well, that may not happen very often. Yes, but it's happening. And what I'm getting at is that we can't have bills that say you can't change, because that's not the truth. The truth is that God can do anything. That God can change you, he can change me, he can change them, he can change anybody. And all it takes is to believe. If you believe this mountain can be removed, this mountain will be removed, and nothing shall be impossible to you. And what I'm getting at is this, is that sometimes people are like, you're against something. Like, no, we are for the fact that God has sent us with a message. And that message is, nothing is impossible with God. So no matter what happens in your life, if you're living in some kind of sin, like I hear sometimes Christians say, I'm stuck in pornography. Let me tell you something, you're not. Well, it feels like it. Well, I don't know that. We all know what that feels like, to feel stuck. But the Bible says that sin will not be a master over you. So the only reason sin's mastering you is because you believe it. And if you believe it, you've empowered something that Jesus disempowered. And listen, I'm not saying that it won't be hard. I'm not saying that you're just like, okay, I believe it, I'm out of pornography. I believe it, I'm out of this sexual sin, whatever it is. I'm not saying it'll be easy. I'm just saying you'll win. I'm saying ultimately, you will win. Why? Because when Jesus died on the cross, he didn't just die for you, he died as you. And when you receive him, you are born into a new kingdom. You no longer have hereditary sin. You have a hereditary righteousness. You know when you go to the doctor and they go, okay, so let's see, did your father have a heart condition? No. Is there any diabetes in your family? No. When they get all done, the doctor's like, you've never had anything go wrong in your family? No, because my dad is Jesus. I don't have hereditary diseases. I have hereditary righteousness. I have hereditary blood in my body. Are you seeing where I'm going? I'm saying that we receive righteousness by faith. When I tap into faith, when I by faith tap into Christ, how many understand that everything that held me is now able to be broken? Chains are able to be broken. So I can't live in a state. This is our state, California. This is where I was born and raised. This is where the 1906 revival happened in Azusa Street. This is where Amy Semple McPherson started the Foursquare movement. This is where the Jesus movement was birthed. I can't be in a state that says, listen, some of you can never change. Like, that's not true. I'm sorry, but the truth of the gospel is anyone can change. And if you were passing a bill saying that, adulterous people can't change, I'd be like, no, I'm sorry, that's not true. I'm sorry, I can't have that. So I just want you to know, like, the message that we're carrying, that we've been commissioned to, greater works shall you do when I go to be with the Father. I don't want to live in a state that takes away people's hope and also takes away freedom of choice, because it is by the freedom of my will that I actually come into a relationship with Jesus, and it's by my will that I actually change. And if I say, I don't want to be like this anymore, and I tap into Christ, how many know I can change?